today we're going to be talking about, are the women from Ukraine more desperate now than ever before, because of course they were desperate to get green cards before, weren't they, according to the stereotypes?
You're being sarcastic, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
I think. But we want to talk about that now because we have some experience about with our clients, with the women from Ukraine that were always matchmaking. Are they more desperate? I'm using that in inverted commas, to get married and to get away from whatever it is in their life they want to get away from. What are your thoughts?
The problem is that it's not a problem. Like, the reason that we're doing this video is because we've been asked several times, oh, do you think that the ladies now are willing to date guys with a big age gap? Are they care where do I live? Are they care about, like, what is my financial status?
Have they lowered their standards?
Yeah, lowered their standards. And my answer is no. And my answer is that they higher their standards, to be honest, because I will explain why. So since the Russian invaded Ukraine, it's difficult to talk about this, but a lot of people have to leave their homes, as you know. And so a lot of ladies end up in different countries, and most of them are in Europe. So in Europe, the countries was able to provide them medical insurance and work permits and free language courses. So the ladies become living with their children or by themselves with some friends. And so now it's almost like soon will be almost a year since we all like left our homes. But so and people start working, they start finding jobs, they start finding new friends, they start to be able to live. And so Ukrainian passports at the moment are one of the strongest. Even though it
is the strongest passport.
It is the strongest because
you
can actually go anywhere you want and everywhere they will welcome you, unfortunately of the circumstance. But like Ukrainian ladies, in my opinion, was never hungry. You know, maybe like 20 years ago when it was all started and they have like this American dream and they was like dreaming to find an American man and live and have this, you know, have this green card. Like since I work, it was never an issue. Yes, the lady wants to find a good man, but it was never like, it didn't really matter. Is he from US, from Canada, from Australia? It was not. Yes, maybe there was like 1% of ladies who, when they was filling the profile, they were saying, I really, really want to live in Australia. I really, really want to live in Canada. So, and we were trying to focus on that to find them this man. But they were never like hungry for that green card that some guys think. So at the moment, they're not hungry for that at all, because the lady can go to US with no problem. She can go to New Zealand, to Australia, to Canada, anywhere. All the countries that was a little bit even difficult to get, like even to England, it was difficult to get visa. Now they give you money, they give you housing, they give you language, they give you schooling and everything. So the standards for the lady, they understand that the most important what they need to find a reliable man. They understand the circumstance in life can be very different, but you need to be with a person that you can trust, that you can rely, that you can feel comfortable with, and the person with whom you know that no matter of any difficulties that coming into your way, you can solve them together without getting frustrated, everybody getting frustrated in the situation that we all end up, of course, but you need to rely on that person. These are the quality the ladies are looking for, not where you're from, not how much money you make, and definitely they're not lowering that. You know, they understand that if she wants to have a guy with a 5 years age gap, it will still be the same. It will still be the same.
Yeah, I think that the situation that's happened, especially when tragedy happens, people will assess or reassess their own personal situation, and I'd say that it's a natural response would be for a woman who is single to think it would be so good if I had a man, right? In a time of crisis, when something bad has happened, a woman's always going to want a man to be there. No matter what it is, house burns down, there's a war, for example, or there's some poverty, maybe there's no money. A woman's instinct is that I need a man in order to, help me, guide me, protect me, provide for me. I think that would happen. So I believe that there will be women that would have assessed the situation. They may have looked at their friends, maybe family members who are female, who had a man who maybe has helped them and made sure that everything is okay. And a part of them is wishing that maybe I had that as well. So in some sense, the drive to be in a relationship, I think maybe is a little bit stronger. To pursue a relationship is stronger. Would she lower her standards? I think that she may, I don't want to use the word lower the standards, but would she be more open to other options? Well, from our experience, it's not common that she goes, okay, I don't care how old he is, I don't care what he looks like, I don't care how much he weighs, I don't care about any of the stuff. That's all off the table. I want to get out of here, for the simple fact that the Ukrainian passport is the most powerful passport in the world, and you can go anywhere. Not only can you go somewhere, you can get paid for going there. You know, to be safe, to have a protection order, protection status in that country, and that is powerful in itself. But that's still, from what we see, when a woman goes to, say, Germany, or she comes to Spain or something like that, she's still on her own for the most part. She still doesn't have that support. It's good, fair enough. The government gives her 500 euros a month. It's not that much. She still doesn't have that support of a man who's going to guide her, who's going to really protect for her. That part still is missing. But in terms of, does she want to get out of the country for a green card? I can't.
But definitely agree with you 100% that you put the right definition on that. They are more open to. So when there's a guy and like he sent us an inquiry and we asked the lady, I think that now people looking again, and it's not because she lowered her standards and she's open for bigger age gap or like for something. She's just looking for that good person. And a lot of ladies, and I think in general, like I think that you need to talk to bigger amount of people to be able to understand who you want to be with. And so definitely I didn't notice anything that the girl is saying, yeah, we'll talk to him just because like there's nobody else to talk. No, like we have equally the same. Like when the guy sent me a list of ladies, they're equally no's and they're equally yes, the same as it was before. So nothing really changed. Is she more open like for something new or something different, or how you say, like maybe a different country? Yes, it is. Yes, because she is looking for a certain like man. She's looking for that person with whom she will feel comfortable, because that's true. A lot of Ukrainian ladies now all over the Europe, and they trying to create different communities. Here in Spain is like every day I got notification, let's like have a picnic, or girls together, we do some handmade, we do this, we play some games. They try to join, they try to connect, they try to even make a business, they try to open some business, but it's very difficult. Ukrainian ladies are never willing to be by themselves. You know, that is like the difference between Western lady and Ukrainian. Even here in Spain, like my teacher, she was telling like, why to have a husband? He's keeping place in apartment. And I was like, what? Like keeping a place? Like I never heard anything like that. But it was her position. She said for sex, yes, but like, you know, he can this and go. For me, it was very unusual, because Ukrainian lady definitely is not thinking so.
Yeah, I want to try and explain because I know it's difficult maybe for some guys to understand that if she's more open to options but not lowering her standards, and it's a difficult thing to kind of explain. But let's explain it this way. So there's a guy and he's dating, but then all of a sudden he realizes that he wants to have children and he wants to settle down. He's not going to lower his standards, but he is going to sort of widen his search.
Yes.
And that's the best way to explain it, because this is a difficult thing, right? Because I've seen other YouTubers who are in the manosphere, they have nothing to do with Ukraine, talking about how the women are desperate. And it's like, man, like if only like you could talk to us, like who are actually doing this stuff and not just talking, because you're putting out this narrative that Ukrainian women are super desperate without actually thinking, hang on a second, their passport is 100 times more powerful than your passport. They can go anywhere, get money, get a job, do whatever they want. They don't necessarily need a man. And that's the key there. It's because Ukrainian mentality, their whole life, they have grown up to think or to believe that a man is the one that's going to take care and protect and provide for her because of the socioeconomics of that country. And these influencers, YouTubers in the manosphere, these red pill guys or whatever, are talking about that as if they are Western women. So they take the bad from Western women and they take the bad from Ukrainian gold digger scammers, and they make a character. And they make this character that's like, it's so stereotypical of like of what you would imagine if you knew nothing. No different how all Ukrainians think Americans are fat. But we know that that's not true. Sure, some of them are like that.
Yeah.
But we know that they are not true. So it's the good thing, like, I mean, we understand how it's working and how things are progressing because we're dealing with it on a daily basis with our clients and with women from Ukraine who are all over the place, even in Ukraine. So we get to see what it's really like. And so, yeah, we're just sharing our experience of what's actually happening. So, to summarize, are the women more desperate and will they go with any man just to get a green card to get out of the country?
No.
Okay.
And if you want to try it and see, join Hard Rocket, and we will find the right one for you and for her, the right one as well.
Yeah, the right one, not the
Not the one,
not
but
the one,
the right one.
the right one. There's a link in the description below. If you want to book a consultation call with us, we can go through everything. You know what you need to do, how to get started, whether it's right for you or whether it's not.
We call it a strategy call because it's actually like we give you a strategy of what is the best for you. As every different, like we're working for so long, and every time I say to Striker, like I can't be surprised, and then something is happening, good or bad, honestly. But like I'm thinking, like really, like and this is possible. So our job is very very interesting, very insightful, but definitely don't get caught on different like promotions and marketing phrases such as like the one, desperate, and stuff. Try to figure it out. Like think that it's very interesting to deep a little bit deeper, to figure it out what is actually going on. And Ukrainian ladies are very very welcomed. Welcomed in the matter that they are traditional, and everybody who I meet here in Spain, they all like notice, oh, like I have a neighbor now, she's Ukraine, oh, she made me borscht, oh, she cooked me for this. So they're very welcoming, they're hospitable, they try to keep living even though like a lot of them are struggling. But are they lowering their standards? No. And they're looking for a very good man, and hopefully it's you.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.